Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a Modern Warfare class setup video here for Warzone. This class is honestly so dominant. I know it's the M4, but the M4's just been dominant since the game came out, and the class that I have is probably the best class. I've rocked with it for a while now, and I finally got a really good gameplay here to show off, so I figured I'd make a class setup for it. This is also going to be a sniper and the secondary. That sniper setup is a very good setup. Like, this is probably my best sniper setup. It's so accurate, super easy to hit long distance shots. So if you guys are a sniper, definitely make sure you continue watching the video after the M4 class. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into the video. If you guys could leave a like on the video and also subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. Now that that is out of the way, let's get into the M4 class. The first thing you want to put on it is the monolithic suppressor that is under the muzzle category. I put it on the AR because, one, it makes the damage range not go down like a normal suppressor, so it's actually like a really good suppressor. And two, obviously it does what a suppressor is supposed to. It makes it hard for enemies to find you, hear you, and everything like that, and I just think that's kind of important, so I love to slap it on. Plus, it honestly makes the gun sound a little bit better when firing. That's just my opinion. I think suppressors have always made the gun sound better when you put them on. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Anyways, the next is a barrel. We got the stock M16 on that. This thing is honestly not even close to the other ones in the category. It just makes your weapon so much better. The damage range goes up, bullet velocity goes up, and recoil control goes up. So it just overall makes the gun more accurate and shoot way longer, and it's by far the best one in the category. The next is going to be the underbarrel. I go with the Ranger foregrip. This basically just helps recoil a ton, and it also, once again, ups the range. It makes it a lot more under control when you're shooting at distance. I think you can knock down enemies very far with having this on. I think I put around a different, grips on it, and I just felt like that was the best one in the category that worked. The next is going to be the rear grip. I put the rubberized grip tape, and that's just, once again, just making accuracy even better. And I like to have my gun shoot straight when I play. It makes it so much easier, and if my gun is just accurate, I just knock down shots so much easier, even if the gun's a little bit slower. And I think with an AR, you usually don't rush people with an AR necessarily, but the thing is, the M4 is already a good AR up close, so that's why making it accurate and taking away the mobility is not that big of a deal. And then the next thing is the red dot sight I put on, or the mini reflex. I put that on just because I don't like any other sight, like where like it's blocking it or anything like that. I just like to have a straight red dot. I've always been like that since playing since MW and BO1 days. Like, I've always just had a reflex on my gun, and it's still to this day. I think it just makes it so much more clear to knock down shots, and I think the mini reflex is the best one in the game. I would put on whatever sight you prefer, because sights are honestly just depending on what you prefer. Some people don't like red dot sights, and I know some people do, so whatever you want, put that on. The reflex really doesn't matter. It's just personal preference. But that is the M4A1. Next is the HDR Sniper. So what we got going on with this sniper is a monolithic suppressor. Once again, I told you guys I put this on almost all my guns. Next for the barrel is the 26.9 HDR Pro. This is just by far, once again, the best one, not even close in my opinion. Damage range up, bullet velocity up, and recoil control up, just like the M4 basically. That's basically identical to the one with the sniper. Next, I put the laser tac laser on. It's personally, I don't know, ever since I put it on, I just feel like my bullet goes straight. It's such an easy shot. Like, it makes it so much easier, and I don't understand like how or why necessarily, because it's a laser. It just feels like the gun is like way more accurate, and I don't know if that makes sense or not. It probably won't as I'm saying it, but if you put this on, just try it out, put the laser on, and then have a game where you don't put the laser on, and it's just something about it just makes it feel so much better. The next we have the optic thermal sniper scope. This thing is obviously a thermal scope. You may hate me in the comments for this, or you may not. A lot of people don't really call sniping with thermal scopes the right way, but honestly, I don't care. It makes it so much easier to see people. Not a lot of people use the perk that makes it go away on the thermal scope, because more people, I think, pick other. I think it's cold-blooded, and honestly, I think a lot more people run EOD on Warzone, so I don't think it's necessarily a big deal. Obviously, there's going to be a couple people that are harder to see because they have cold-blooded on, but even still, super easy to see them in my opinion. Once you get used to it, it is at least. And I think it's just a best scope to have on. I prefer it over a zoom scope. I can still shoot way farther, and regardless of how far they are, they're white, so it makes it easy. Next is the stock. We got the FTAC, FTAC, I don't know, whatever, champion. It's a really, really good stock because this makes your accuracy and your control go up a lot. So it's the same with like the laser. It just makes it so much better once you put it on. It's hard to describe it, but it just even looks it like, if I'm gonna show up a screenshot right here if you guys look at it. It just looks like something you'd put on a sniper to be more accurate and more deadly with it, honestly. Like, that's all I can say. Just put it on there. It's good, I promise you. But that is going to be the HDR class. So for you snipers, definitely try this class out. I definitely think you guys will like it. I love sniping in Warzone, and I literally will run a sniper instead of like an MP5 or another secondary like that any day. So definitely do it. Perks, I'll go over these just for bonus. EOD, Overkill, obviously, and Battle Harden. You can really put whatever you want for your perk 3, honestly, but I think EOD is the smart choice, especially if you like to drive around or use cars, because if you ever get in one of those, you're going to die by a C4 if you don't have EOD on. Even if you have EOD on, it happens sometimes. It's crazy. Lethal, if you couldn't guess it, C4s. Or if you're a camper, you can really put a claymore on. It gets fucking crazy with a sniper and camping. You can easily just lock down a location, because this sniper is crazy, I'm telling you guys. Like, it's so easy to snipe. Makes anybody be able to snipe. I'm not that good at sniping, and I get some pretty nasty clips, so, or not clips, but pretty nasty shots from distance, so I would definitely try. Tactical, heartbeat sensor, that's always just my favorite to put on. You can put like concussion or whatever you want, doesn't matter. Anyways, that is what I rock, and that is my class setup, and I hope you guys do enjoy this. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and also if you guys haven't, like I said, subscribe if you are new. And that is going to be it for this video. But without further ado, have a good rest of your day, and I am out. Peace.